Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today you join me at AW Tuning here in Sidcup to fit their coil pack ground harness kit. So let's get started. So this is a new product that has been released here in the UK to solve the coil pack grounding issue. So we're going to explain exactly what it is and exactly how to fit it. So we've got my Audi TT in here. It's a 2017 model, but this applies to all of the EA888 engines. So Adam's going to explain to us exactly what the issue is and what we're going to be solving here today.
So on these, really common problem is where the coil packs all individually ground. When you go to take these nuts off, they start to spin and they either break this wire, or they can just be an absolute pain to get out. They can have issues with the threads in the head, which then causes a poor grounding, then thus causing misfire issues and running problems. So we've made up our grounding harness that we deep in all of these ground points and run a nice neat harness over to the ground, so it's one main ground, and then we replace these bolts with our own bolts without the studs on, and just eradicates all the future issues.
So we're just going to demonstrate now what the actual issue looks like when you're trying to remove these.
So as you go to take this one out, you'll notice that that will most likely start spinning. So like that, and if you keep going, you're just going to either snap this connector off, or I've actually had it before, it physically breaks this plug and pulls the wire and pin out of the plug. So we just get a small 10mm, so we put it under there just to hold the bottom bolt, and we can take that out fully and just do that on all of them. Just means that you don't break them before you start fitting a new kit. So that is all of them off and ready. So this is the kit that we've made, all made in-house. We've got them in stock. There is two different versions depending on what plug you've got on your vehicle. The pretty much only real way to guarantee that you get the right one is to take off your plug, read the part number. It's one of them starts 4DO. Can't remember exactly what the other one starts, but yeah, it's on their website, shows you exactly how to do it.
Nice.
So we'll open this up. So in here we have 4 bolts to replace the ones that have the studs on. The harness kit, that obviously goes over to the earth point, and these are all the individual pins that go into the back of your plugs on the coils, and then just a couple of cable ties to secure it around different bits. We do also do the option of having some simple de-pinning tools if you really want to do it at home. We do suggest that you have it fitted by like a proper professional doing the wiring and stuff. Obviously you don't want to go and break something. So
cool, so that's everything that comes in the kit. So how much does this retail for?
So they're normally 120, but we've currently got them on sale, obviously, as a new product, just to introduce them. They're £80 including the VAT at the moment.
Nice. I'll put a link in the description to the product if you want to pick one up. So it's probably good to do this as like a preventative measure, I suppose, anyway, even if you haven't encountered the issue. Yeah,
exactly that. Because obviously, as you've seen when we tried to take out one of the grounding points, if you snap that off, you're then left, you either got to try to repair it, if you can just put a new eyelet on it, which is great, or if you break the plug, you've then got to get a new plug on it and you're left without your vehicle. So if you was to fit this before,
and this is all EA888 stuff, right? So Golf S3.
So this is EA888 Gen 3 and also Gen 4, so Mark 7 Golf chassis and Mark 8 Golf chassis.
Nice. So even the new ones are not still susceptible to
they've still got the same problem. So yeah, these fit both of them.
Yeah. Cool, so let's get the old one off and we can show you kind of what a comparison looks like based on this one. This is really nice quality actually, this. So we can see what the one that's fitted to the car at the moment looks like in comparison. Right,
so start off with, we'll just disconnect all of these. It's a bit tight with this loom, but that's fine. We want to take the plugs out of this little like conduit thing, whatever you really want to call it. We'll start with just this one. So you need to check the part number, which is just on here. I don't know if you can see it. So that says 4DO, which is the 4DO kit, and it's always them first 3 letters is all you need to know for getting the correct kit. There's only 2 different versions, so
right, yeah.
So we've got all of them disconnected now. So then you get your wiring tool. This is just our own ones that we have, but we have got, obviously, as I say, we can do them in the kit as well. So there's your earth wire, just that black wire there. So you want to pop this tab out first. Just take that out. Then put your wiring tool into there and just push it.
Okay, so that specifically pops out the earthing
Yeah,
cable.
so essentially all that does is pushes in these 2 pins on the side so that you can pull that out of the connector. So yeah, that's one
Cool.
out.
And then just rinse and repeat for the rest of them.
Yeah, basically.
Cool, so here's the ones that we removed from the car.
Single wire that just goes from the coil to that pin. We make this end exactly the same, so same quality, still got the waterproofing on it. So yeah, that's it pretty much. There's not really much to tell about them. I don't think it's necessarily a problem with this.
Yeah.
It's a problem with where it connects to.
Right.
And obviously that's only thin metal.
Yeah.
You put enough force to it, it's going to snap,
Yeah.
essentially. Right.
Right, so we got the new harness to go on. So where does this run?
So essentially we'll start, doesn't really matter which end to start really, but yeah, we'll just pin it into each individual plug. And just get they're obviously cut to length, so at this point we might as well put these all back together. Make sure you put these in, don't forget, that's quite normal. Just making sure your wires are underneath the little tabs. So yeah, doing that, make sure these are all inside the conduit stuff. We then run this across to here. I like to run it behind just to keep it a bit neater. Disconnect that earth there. Obviously on some of the vehicles they've got a battery here, but you can get around that no problems. So that's run around there, and then just secure it with some cable ties. So last thing you do is take out all these bolts.
So what's the reason for replacing these ones?
More than anything, it's just a aesthetic reason, really.
Right.
You don't need the studs on them anymore, so yeah, just make sure you do these up by hand. Yeah, so that's that pretty much. It's that simple. Nice and easy install. Saves any issues in the future, really.
Yeah, so we're just really doing it on this one as a preventative measure. I've never had any issues with it, but at least I know now that that is sort of safe and secure, and you know, if anything needs to be worked on, or if there's any grounding issues, that should resolve it before it even arises. So there we have it, guys. That is the installation of the coil pack ground harness kit from AW Tuning. So if you do want to get this done on your car, visit the link in the description below to grab yourself one while they're still at this good entry price. I'll see you guys in the next one.